Hi everyone who's working through the demo process. For those of you who have been doing the process for a while, you know that every year we monitor and adjust the communication through the binder, the benchmarks, and then make some revisions for the next school year. This video is to help to walk you through the updates to the binder to help you feel even more prepared as you go through. So each binder has a pink information sheet, and that will have the information that is updated this year. There were no additional benchmarks. All of the changes were made to either increase clarity or streamline communication throughout the binder. So the first thing that is new is there's a green Go card in the front of your binder. That is going to help the people in the back of the room, especially the person who's filling out your binder, make sure that they're ready and organized in a way that will be able to be in support to you while you're teaching. So they'll look through your binder, they'll figure out the goal that you're working on that day that you would like feedback on, and once they found the place in the binder to make the feedback notes, then they'll hold this sheet up. That will be their indication to you that they are ready to take notes for you. Then you'll indicate back non-verbally in some way, a thumbs up, a nod, a smile, so that you saw that, and that will let you know that the actual observation with the feedback is about to begin. The second change is that there is a reduction in benchmarks. There is no longer the requirement to specifically show break and breathe at an isolated time or to show group discipline. So that benchmark was replaced with something called a pit stop. A pit stop is just a place to record anytime a person going through the process takes a break, whether it is because the evaluator suggests a break or the person working through the binder wants to take a break in the evaluative process. Sometimes in the momentum of working through the binder, people can lose sight that it is a professional development process and not a certification process to check off. So there might be a variety of reasons why a person working through the binder might want to take a break. As you go through the process of this individualized professional development, while there are some things that are consistent for everyone, doing the 5 recertifications of the foundational skills, doing some least recommended, having some specialty skills that they're chosen. There are also some times where the teacher has some autonomy, choosing which specialty skills they want to work through, choosing which skill they're going to demonstrate least recommended. There are also some things that help you stretch and refine your own practice, like gamut goals. So one of the other things that is updated in this binder is with the specialty skills. They are now organized in alphabetical order instead of phase of the lesson, so they'll be listed there. And whenever there was a skill that had a different version of something in the Envoy book, for example, yellow light in the Envoy book is when you're indicating to the students that an activity is about to come to a close, and the teacher drops their voice, and just above the hum of the work level, enough to be heard but not enough to pull the students completely off of their work, the teacher says 1 more minute or 30 more seconds. So that is the version that's listed in the Envoy book. Another skill that lets students know things are about to change is when you give the students the number of inputs that you're about to take. So let's say you're doing some brainstorming and you're about to take 3 more. So by holding up the number 3 or putting 3 post-it notes up on the wall or writing the number 3 and changing as you go through, letting the students know that number is changing. So you have the number 3 up, one person shares, you go down to here, another person shares, you go down to there, the last one shares, and the students know no more sharing. That skill used to be called yellow light input. That's confusing for people, one, because then they go look in the Envoy book and it's not listed in the Envoy book. The second reason it's confusing because then you have 2 versions of the same skill. So that skill now is called input indicator. And so in your book, it's on page 21. So then if you find page 21 in your binder, it also will let you know what the skill used to be called. So if you were someone who had already completed both versions of yellow light, what was added to your specialty skills list is another benchmark. So you would have gotten credit for both doing yellow light as it's listed in the Envoy book and the new skill of input indicator. So in some cases, people received an extra specialty skill marked off that they weren't expecting. Also, if you'd already done group discipline, because that is no longer a benchmark, you would get credit for doing that also as a specialty skill. Also, as in the binder in the back is some additional coursework that's listed beyond the Envoy trilogy that you could take as your advanced class. Then finally, there is just some clearer language as you go through, helping you to read and set out what each section is for. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your coach either on Nancy's team or Jackie's team, either via email, sign up for a consultation one time when we're at your school, or you can even give us a call. We want to thank you for not only the gift you're giving to other educators as they get to come and learn alongside you as you go through this demonstration process, but recognize you for the ambition and growth that you're putting in, which is really a gift to yourself as you go through this really individualized professional development process that can be both rigorous, rewarding, and challenging all at the same time. Have a great school year.